But it just sucks. I didn't have the right tool for the job. And I was really excited because I felt like I was progressing, and I really want to finish that up. And I just, it's almost like everything I do right now, I feel like I'm sort of just walking along and just smacking my forehead because I don't have what I need.
I know that feeling. I really know that feeling. Right? How you all doing? There were many things I wanted to talk about today, but then Steve puts up a video and I was like, whoa, that hit home. Job done! Woo! Sorry. Ooh, close that. It's one more thing off the list. No, we don't want to do that. Close. Right. Tools for the job. I only had one groove for today. Get stuffs done. It's near the end of the year. I've only got a few bits left to do, a handful of bits left to do, and then I can say, you know what? 2022 gets in the bin. You sucked balls, go over there, vanish into the pit that will become distant memory. Hopefully you'll be forgotten. Get over there. Nah, the year ain't been that bad, but it's for me, it's almost over. Kids break up from school soon, and I only really have a few things really left going on this year, and I just wanted to get a bunch of stuff done. It's funny because the planets kind of aligned for me today, and then didn't. So my boys went to Nanny's house, and out of nowhere, I get a message on my phone saying, "Hey, yo, Dad, is it all right if we stay at Nanny's house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. If it's okay with Nanny, you know, cool. Do whatever you want, right?" And because I had assumed that they had asked my mum, and then my mum had said to them to ask me. Normally my mum would ask me, so, "Hey, I've got to ask you to see if it's okay." Instead, I said to them, yeah, if it's okay with you now. My boys then go to my mum, "Hey, yo, we're staying at yours. Dad said it's okay." They hadn't even asked my mum before they put this into motion. But bless them, because they did that, I had near enough the entire day that I could dedicate to getting little bits and bobs done. But much like Steve, I didn't have everything that I needed to get the jobs done. And so my whole day stalled. Completely stalled. I was like, okay, I'm expecting to be able to start by about like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'll just power through all day, get stuff done, and hopefully, you know, by the evening, that's it. Finished. Then I've just got some personal projects to do. I get to chat with Ram and Zebra on Tuesday, potentially maybe possibly go to the doctors at some point next week, and I'm going to be I'm going to be playing some VR games with Ram and Zebra on next Sunday coming. And I was like, yeah, that'll be rad, right? Just get everything done, and then I can just, like, this is personal stuff, delivering Christmas presents and just random hangouts and stuff like that, as you know, to wind the year up, or wrap the year up, wind the year down. But I didn't have anything, so I'm sat, refresh. There's nothing. I can't do anything without. So, and I ended up burning the entire day. Sat with my wife watching the anime Beck. It's a pretty good anime. It's about music. bunch of lads start a band and all that kind of... Anyway, I'll talk back another day. That was going to be my original thing after getting everything done. I was going to be like, oh, I'm so excited, I've got everything done, and today I was going to talk about Beck, and then Steve releases that video, and it's just, I get Steve's groove with just being stuck in this mental loop of wanting to get things done. This is just a brief of my processes, but I mean, Steve's been working on a white truck, and he doesn't have some of the right tools to do it, but he was doing it anyway. And he feels bad because he's gone and done other stuff in place. And frankly, there's no need to feel bad because jobs are still getting done. They're not necessarily the jobs that he's got like on the list, but they're still jobs being done. Every tiny step, that's, as long as it's forwards, that's still the right direction. Doesn't even matter if it's sideways, as long as it's not backwards, you're doing all right. Okay? Don't put a value on progress. Now, if you say, well, doing this is bigger and better and whatever than this, you're just going to end up having loads and loads of trouble. There aren't going to be some cases where you're going to need to prioritise, but until you figure out what that is, don't worry about it. Just keep moving forwards. I was gutted that I didn't get anything. I've got like 5 jobs. 5 things left to do and my whole year is over. I've just finished one of them. Maybe 5? 3? I don't know. I've done one, son. Yeah! Steve is finding himself frustrated. He's lacking motivation. Dude's doing a lot more than I'm doing too. He's got a lot more on his plate. He's doing a lot more than I'm doing. Like right now, he's doing repairs for his house. He's doing repairs to the white truck. He's got his job. He's driving for Uber too. Family, big family, and all that kind of stuff. I was like, mate, you've got a lot going on. Be proud that you're doing what you're doing. Your whole family hasn't just magically exploded or anything. You're doing good. You don't feel like you're doing good, and to be fair, I don't think anyone really feels like they're doing enough, but you're doing good. Alright? Steve mentioned his finances and how this year he's kind of got into the groove of, you know, now he can say, this is when stuff's going to become available and this is when I've got money, right? I seem like I'm busy all the time, but I think I'm very much like Steve in that there's lots and lots of little jobs that just feel so much more important, so much bigger. Again, I'll expand on this stuff later, but we all do it. I've thought I've had my expenses planned since like 2014. I think every year since like 2012, 2014, I've been going, by this time, everything will be, you know, tick boxes. By this time, such and such will be done. By this time, whatever will be done. Well, it's now 2022, and I'll tell you something, it ain't done. Because you can't plan for everything. You just can't. You deal with things as they come. Prepare as best you can, and life will occasionally throw a spanner in the works. In Steve's case, a torque wrench in the works. But just keep chipping away. Yes, son? Oh. Keep chipping away, keep moving forwards. Little bits of progress. I didn't expect to be dealing with some of the same problems a decade later. But I am. Because that's the way life is sometimes. You want to... Right, sorry, I'm dragging this out. Look, because my day has been flipped on its ass, we're just going to wrap up and say, look, if life boomerangs you a bit, you think you're moving forwards and all of a sudden it takes a left or right turn, you're like, oh no, you haven't got the right tools for the job. Move on to the next job. Okay, if there is a job to be done, do that. Okay? Don't feel bad for not doing the job you had planned. Just keep chipping away. Keep going. Keep moving forwards. Or just sit and watch anime all day like I did. Being a grown-up is something that's not taught. You're not taught how to run a household. You're not taught how to raise children. You're not taught about all these little jobs. It is funny. I watch Steve's videos and he says a lot of the same stuff that I think a lot of the time. A lot of the stuff that I say to my children and to my wife and we all discuss. At my age, 37, I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck didn't they teach us half of this stuff in school? They just don't. Balancing your books. We are raised to expect life to be easy all of the time, and it just fucking isn't. Okay? You know, when you're young, there's always someone to wait on your hand and foot. As you get older, you're the one that has to do that work. You didn't appreciate that someone was doing it for you until there was no one to do it for you. Until you were the one that had to do it. That's when you realise, oh crap. I had it easy. Everything that I was bellyaching about before ain't so bad or weren't so bad. This is kind of hard. Or it's awkward. You know? So, they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you about being responsible. They don't teach you about balancing the books. They don't teach you about, you know, you could do this, you could do that, you should do this, you should do that. Investments, education, raising children, all magic stuff. They don't teach you that. You learn it as you go. You want life to stay the same way it was when we were teenagers, carefree and doing what we wanted when we wanted. Very few of us actually get to continue doing that. But, and again, another story. I'm heading off, going to deliver this stuff, and then, yeah, bedtime. So, hope you're well, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. Cross your fingers, but I can get most of what I need done tomorrow. Yeah? Yeah. Cool.